I will be recording this session and I will send you the videos and we'll publishing it in YouTube. So today I think our real start first session, and we will start to answer questions for LEED Green Associate course. Not all the questions for every chapter, but we'll take the most critical questions that will explain more to you about the tips and tricks for exam and how to answer these questions. Okay. So let me open the courses. I think I need to go to my dashboard here to the right, top right. And any of these courses, I think full package is okay. That include videos or this package also. The only difference here between these two packages, the videos. And we will be having English videos soon in July. We will start English LEED Green Associate course in English. So here start. We don't need this video.
دلوقتي في
We'll just go. We have here review. If you want to do fast, quick review, it's in English also here. About definitions, standard, and flashcards. This is the flashcard, for example, by chapter. And you can do these flashcards, very easy to study, especially exam night. And here definitions, standard, that is very, very important to recall. It will come in the exam. All will come in the exam. All is standard. Come 8 to 10 questions about standard in the exam. So this covers this part about review by review, but let's go to the exams. And here we will start from LEED process because this is our first part. Before we start, anyone have any questions outside this before we go to answer our questions, the weekly task that we do?
إيه أسئلة عامة يا دكتور ولا
Yes, but today in English, please. We'll speak in English because meeting today all in English. So if you have any question, you can give the question, I will answer before we start answering some exams or practice tests.
Okay, I have one questions. Yesterday I got a checklist for credit and prerequisite at group, but I found some credits have a difference between number of point between our study and this list.
Okay, see this because this from the organization. We give you the list that published by the organization. If there is any discrepancy between the list or the point in the checklist and the reference guide, LEED BT plus C reference guide, we follow the reference guide. All right?
Okay.
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 I can
Okay.
modify it and send to you, but it will be modified one. No, I want whatever published by the organization and need the checklist you have. If any, you will find one credit or two, they have something. Maybe they done some, we call it addenda changes. So the reference guide is more updated. But anyway, it's not exam questions that will ask you how many points for this, 2 or 3 or no. We highlighted this in the course and we say what you remember, what is not, what you take from it, what is not. Okay?
Okay, thank you, sir. Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
I got it.
Yes, Doctor, please, one more question. Just, I am an ALV project manager, extra low voltage project manager. I just have intention to go through the LEED exam. So I was intending to also book the course with you, but if you just could you explain in brief what will be added value to me as extra low voltage engineer. Usually we are dealing with the BMS system, building management system, which control the chillers and also water meters. and also
Okay. I
energy
understand. Yeah.
meters.
Yeah, I know your scope. I know very well. So, see,
Okay,
you are in the core
so
of the lead. Building
okay,
BMS, we give it in even in lead GA. You are in the core of the lead. You are the control,
okay.
building integration, building management system, and so on. So,
Yes,
and even if you are not in the core, the lead is very important now to any engineer because it is a necessary knowledge, become necessary knowledge to any engineer. If you don't have this
okay,
knowledge, you have a gap. You can take it before project management. Why? Because this knowledge, science, you need to know it. You need to coordinate with others and so on. For you, yourself, your question, you are in the core of the process. All right?
okay.
Okay. طيب. Okay, let's start now. Any other questions? I'm with you. And if you have any questions before, because I believe that you are not really still aware of these questions, but I'll give you some question during the next half hour. We don't give long lecture weekly, but we just answer. So you can see also how the process, how the website, how the questions coming, and so on, how the exam is there. Okay. Um, okay. This is a chapter exam, and here simulation exam similar to the real exam. So first, while we are studying, of course, we finish the chapter, we answer the related process or first one and two chapter. They are merged together. We call it lead process or lead project management. We call it. In the lead process, we explain the structure of the lead. And what is lead directing system? What are the organizations? What is your role and what others' role? And the basic concepts of green buildings. Very, very important. In the first part, which is lead process, is a common part between lead GA and lead AP. That's why when we give lead GA and give again lead AP, we don't again repeat this part, but we tell our engineers, please restudy the first part of lead GA. All right. As you can see, 180 questions I put in this part because of its importance, and it's very critical part. The first question is, which organization is responsible for certifying lead projects, and accrediting lead professionals? And this we have in one slide. We have like chart and we explain. Any engineer want to participate, to explain what is the difference, USGBC, GBCI, what are the difference, lead online, ARC also. I will speak about ARC now. But what we have, do you remember which answer? Is it EPA, GBCI, OSHA, USGBC? The answer is, I see Rowena, Engineer Rowena, GBCI. Let's now, you mark like this. If you are studying chapter, I don't really mind if you just click see answer. No need to wait. Why? Because I'm studying. Even if you don't know, mark anyone and see the answer and start to study these answers and comments on every answer. This is what I want you to do actually. Not just answer and if it's correct, make next. It's correct here, but I want you to read also. So you, instead of answering one question, you have answered 4 questions in one. For sure, this we will not go through this because it's very clear. It's a direct question, GBCI or Green Business Certification Institute. So USGBC responsible of what? For what? USGBC responsible for education, reference guide training, or system development, rating system development. These 3. Okay, clear? But GBCI responsible for accreditation. So when you take the course and study and so on, you go for the exam and so on, who will give you the final accreditation? GBCR. Any question? Okay, next question. We'll move on next. How many points are required to achieve LEED certification? While we are answering, if any question arise, you think about something, no problem. This is open, totally open to everyone to express yourself, give ideas, ask questions. No problem at all. Okay. So how many points required? Required here means the minimum to achieve LEED certificate. He want to tell you require mean the minimum. You can here also translate the answer here, the minimum. The minimum is 40 actually, the last one here. And it explain here what are the rates. From 40 points out of 110 points, you can get the LEED certified level. Of course, if you get higher, like silver 50, gold 60, and platinum 80 plus. Okay. 50 means 50 to 59, the silver. Gold means 60 to 79. From 80 plus, starting from 80 plus, this is platinum. And here also translation, if you are other language or you want translate in Arabic here. Okay. So this how many points are required for to achieve LEED certification. How many points are required? This what there is any application to. So this question, I think the application we will remove. Let me take a picture to remove it because it's the application here, something wrong. Okay, so we say, I think 40, next. What is the minimum building size for BD plus C certification in LEED? This is a very smart question, but easy and very direct. Some people don't expect that some kind of these questions will come in the exam. This asking about MPRs, minimum requirement, or we call it MPRs, means minimum program requirements, that we have study 5 requirements. And we say the 5 will come in the exam, 5 questions. So you go to the exam while you have already know many questions. Maybe 30 to 50% of the exam. When you go to the exam, you will know, already, because we highlight and we give notes. We say this, take care of this, recall this, and so on. So how many point as engineer answer? Engineer, I think, Rowena also, he answered that it's 1,000 square foot. And here, if you see answer, she's right. She's taking with us the course now in art. So 1,000 square feet. Easy? Yes, this minimum gross floor area for LEED building design and construction. Of course, if you don't know what is building design and construction, you will know during the course. But if you are taking the course already, so this is the question. What is the one rule of GBCI? Again, this we're back to one slide that explains the roles of GBCI, USGBC, and what are the different roles. And before I continue, this is tricky question, by the way. We learn from question. Not everything you learn from study. Promoting triple bottom line. And we have also this triple bottom line to explain. It take time, but I would say direct triple bottom line, which include environmental, social, and economic. Third-party technical review of registered LEED project. Auditing USGBC member company, approving the LEED rating systems. Which one? If you don't know, try to apply the strategy of removing the answer that is wrong. Sometimes you don't know the right, but you know the wrong, so you can exclude the wrong. So, third-party technical review of lead projects. Engineer, any other answer? Or promoting triple bottom lines? Okay, let's see the answer. No problem. Engineer Rowena, as I told you, yeah, it is third-party technical review of registered project. GBCI administer lead certification program performing third-party. This from the reference guide. Third-party technical review and verification of registered project to determine if they have met the standard set for the lead rating system. Okay. So the others give you red means wrong. Okay, Engineer Rowena, excellent. Very good. I think you're taking the course. We're not finished the course yet, but you answer all wrong, all right, I mean. Because she is answering in the chat box. That's why I just follow her answer. Suppose you answer this wrong. And I was trying to make it wrong for you. Why? Because I don't really care if you answer right or wrong first time. I want you to learn from the question first. And later in the simulation exam, you can test yourself. But in here, I want you to learn. That's why it's not the matter of answering right or wrong. It is a matter of the way you study the questions. All right, next one. The question say, anybody want to take the lead to read the question and answer? Huh? Even you don't take the course, we will help you. Huh? What are the rules of USGBC? Now we ask about USGBC or United States Green Building Council. Overseeing lead credentials, and third-party technical review of registered lead project. Okay. Lead credentials. Administering and creating lead rating systems and issuing lead building certification. Promoting the triple bottom line and administering the lead exam. Auditing member companies and provide building grants for profit companies. It is not the last. Okay. I give you now 3 answers. Take the first 3. Okay, we make it more close. Okay, first 2. Any answer? Just give an answer. We'll see. Based on your guess. Yani, give any answer. What we say, A or B? Or C? Someone to say 2, someone say 3. Okay, they say 2 and then 3. Okay, we'll say 3. This is the last one we get. The answer? That's wrong. It was 2. Why? Why 3 is wrong? Because lead exams, we said GBCI accreditation and the project certification. So 2 words for GBCI. Certification gives certificate to the project. Accreditation give also certificate, but to engineer. When I say I'm engineer, lead engineer, I say lead accredited. I don't say lead certified. Even when our social media, we write lead certified. I told them this is wrong. It should be lead accredited. So exams, accreditation and certification, accreditation for engineers and certifications for building is by GBCI. Here ask about USGBC. But USGBC administer the creating the lead rating system itself. Okay? The lead rating system itself. خلاص. okay. And issuing LEED building certification. Yes, because maybe this is the part that is confusing. It's issuing, but the one who really grant or attest or gives the final approval is GBCI. So USGBC is responsible for administering, creating LEED rating system. USGBC issues LEED building certification once they have been approved by GBCI. Once have been approved by GBCI. There is no contradiction here. Okay. So this is the answer. Very important question. Easy, but it's important. How does USGBC, next question, how does USGBC support achievement of its mission? Now we speak about two things, mission and vision, but here ask about the mission of the organization. Mission of the organization and how they support. Here, he is not asking about what is mission. The mission, he already gave it to you here, to transform, support his mission, support the achievement of its mission, which is to transform the way buildings and communities design, build, and operate, and so on, continue. So this is the mission, the statement of the mission. How they support this statement. So now he is not asking you here about what is mission. He asking how he achieve, how he support the achievement of this mission. What he do. You make a company, how you make it succeed. You put the mission of the company, how you make it succeed. Free consulting, local chapters, partnership with GBCI, financial incentives. Answers in chat box. Yes, local chapters. What is local chapter? This is the right answer, of course. For sure, first time you don't know, but second time you know that local chapter is like a regional chapter, regional part of USGBC. Connect lead professionals in the regional area, regions like Middle East and so on. خلاص? And these cooperate with the organization itself. When we register a project, we always have a communication with USGBC representative within the Middle East area who facilitate the final submission of the project. So communication about billing, about credits, if we have any queries, meeting with technical team, this will facilitate. In addition, that this local chapter support the mission because they facilitate this. Because we cannot be centralized in USA and overall the world communicate to USA. No, it should be local chapters. We call it local chapter, like company at the have branch, but it's not really a branch. It's a group of people that support the mission of the organization. For sure, not everything in the book is here in the questions. So the question complement or complete the course study. And this is the best way. If you study, you cannot study 1,000 pages. You cannot. But if you study just 500 pages and complete it with questions that give you practical experience, like what we do, is the best thing. And don't just say, okay, I don't know this. No, you know now what is the mission. You know now what is the mission. So don't imagine that you are going here now for testing. You are practicing, not testing, not real test, practicing how the test and getting information and get familiar with the questions. Once you have your question bank, this is question bank, by the way. From these questions, exam will come. 99%, 100%, not 190, 100%. Some questions will come similar, exact, and some questions will come ideas. Percentage is different. Some people say, most of the exam we say copy and paste from this question. Some people say, no, some questions come, but the other questions, same ideas. So in both cases, this is your question bank. We did very good effort through the years to collect these questions. So familiarize yourself and focus here. Don't focus anywhere else because you will waste too much time and you will just find later that you just waste a lot of time for nothing, and while you have everything in front of you. What is USGBC vision? This is a question now, number 8. USGBC vision. He say building and communities will regenerate. Okay, one question, guys. Before we answer this, do you remember in the lecture what I told you when we answer the vision? What is the key word? Write it in the chat box. Visions means well and regenerate. Remember the English word, we say regenerate. We say regenerative design. Remember the keyword? And all vision, what we see in future, like someone asking you how you see yourself or what you see yourself after 5 years. So this is the vision. It's not about the work I will do now. No, it's about the result I will see. My vision is I will see myself this. So I'm doing a mission to achieve vision. Now asking about the vision. He say building and communities will regenerate and sustain the health and the vitality of all life within a generation. It's really lead now 20 years or more. It means a generation. Within a generation, I think the idea of buildings changed. The way we build changed. Sustainability become dominant. LEED become dominating the market. Materials, ways of constructions. Building should have certifications now. Every way, even in the Middle East here. Very common in the Middle East. So the word regenerate. What about others? They seem to be right, but actually, you need to have the official in the slides or in the book that we teached you, which you have this keyword. But if you don't know that, you will really get confused in something very simple because you did not study it or attend this course. So let's read the other. See the transformation of built environment and lead the sustainable future. Very nice one. Lead and accelerate transformation to high-performing, healthy green buildings, homes, communities throughout the United States. Very nice definition. Transforming the way buildings and communities are designed, built, and operated. Actually, this is the mission, the last one. And we say the keyword transform. So from the first three, you can be very confused if you don't really know the definition itself. And I told you to remember, because some people don't like to remember these things, or maybe they forget. So I say regenerate is the keyword. Let's see answer. Yes, this is the USGBC vision. So let's continue. Still have 2 questions. We answer 10 questions in this. To transform the way buildings and communities are designed, built, and operated, enabling environmental and social responsible, healthy, and prosperous environment that improves the quality of life, denotes which of the following. Meaning this definition or this statement, if I make it one word, refer to what? We say, we just answered the last question. We say the transform is, let me see, transform is the keyword transform, regenerate, or we said vision. Transform, we said mission. The answer? Yes. The statement describes the USGBC mission. Cool? Yeah. Next one. Question say, promoting the triple bottom line is part of USGBC vision, mission, strategic goals, guiding principles. This kind of question also that you answer one time and you know it, because if it comes, it will come as is. Promoting triple bottom line, promoting environment, promoting economy, promoting social life. So bottom line or triple bottom line is 3. Environment, economic, social. Sometimes you call it environment, planet, economy, profit, and social, people. We call it 3P or 3E, 3E, 3P, and so on. So in like what we explained in the slide. So guiding principles, vision, mission, no, because we know already mission and vision. See, either A or D. Which one? Give a guess. You give A, one. Okay, let's see. That's correct. Guiding principles. When USGBC have some guiding principles, he publish it in documents, in the website, and so on. Sometimes he ask this question. You cannot put it inside the course and explain it because the course will be very long if you put such things in the course and explain. So now we have to put it in the question here so we can cover 100% of the content of the exam. So we cover even unexpected questions. You will find it covered here. All right? Covered here. And this is the good here. When you answer and watch the videos and answer questions here, you go to the exam, nothing new to you. No surprises. I promise you, no surprises. Why? Because you get surprises here. You get it here and you study it. All right? So now assume you never hear about this. Now you got it and you got the explanation. What is the principal guidelines? We get it from exam organization, exam number, blah, blah, and we got it by any way. So it's here with you, guiding principles. And here explaining what are the guiding principles. All right. Next. Next question will say, which of the following instances of documentation is an acceptable form when the name of the organization is appear in a press release for the first time? He asked here organization means the USGBC because I see the answer USGBC. So he asked here about one document, we name it trademark and policy, USGBC trademark. How you put the logo, how you write USGBC, by dot, by what. So there are some ways you to write this the right way, not anything. So like you make a company, there is a logo, there is a name. So how you write it? This is what they ask here. U.S.S.GBC or US Green Building Council or U.S.G.B.C or United States Green Building Council. So which one? Do you remember in the slide how we wrote it? You choose two. Let's see the answer. That's right. So U.S. Green Building Council, meaning United States Green Building Council. But if you write it this way, it's wrong. U.S. then GBC. Or you write it this way, it's wrong. Or you write it this way, it's wrong. We call it trademark. How I know? We give to you already in the course, trademark and policy. It's one document you can download from the documentation here, I think in the website. Since we finish the questions, you go to study materials here, LEED GA. This is by chapter name, but inside this in English, don't worry. You'll find at the end, you see, it's USGBC trademark and policy. 20 pages, you just download, you can download it. And after you download, you will see what is the trademark and policy, general guidelines about the logos, how to write it, and so on. Very easy, huh? So we give you anything you need about the LEED and the exam. Cool. You can download it, by the way. No problem. If you want download, you can download. From where? From the website, if you have the course. All right. I think from here up to here, we will conclude and open again for your questions. If you have any questions, I am with you. This is the website, as you see. You can hear, we have the next course is English, LEED Green Associate Live online, start 9 July. This is the coupon discount. You just can register like this. It's opening. The content, the start time, the end time, it's in English, 18 hours, 9 lectures. Start 9. I think 9 will be what date? Saturday, I think, or so it will be Saturday and Tuesday, I believe, or Sunday and Wednesday. Depends on what is 9. If 9 is Saturday, so it will be Saturday and Tuesday. These are the course features, what you will get in the course. You get actually the full exam simulation package. I think 1,000 questions here. 10 full mock lens, yes, 10 full mock lens, 1,000 questions, the one we're answering now, including divided by chapters and by simulation, and all the strategies and certification and certificates of attendance. This all what you will learn. And if you willing, just do enroll. Enroll here. You see enroll? Yeah, when you do enroll, but you can also apply the coupon first to get the discount. So you write the coupon here and get apply coupon. This, you see the price is discounted by 25%. Here, when you do enroll now, you will start to do this. And before that, of course, enter the coupon. Better to enter the coupon. Why? Before here, coupon, to get the discount before you enroll. Thank you. And any question about today? I am with you again. You can start with questions, your questions, and then with your questions. Any question? All right. So we'll meet next week, but it will be in Arabic. In Arabic next week. So in Arabic, I think we reach up to material and resources or indoor environmental quality, something like that. We will, do you remember?
If I can, yes. If I can ask one more question, just you told
Sure.
me you will be in the core of the LEED Green Associate, but
Yeah.
could you please explain in brief what will be added value to me as a BMS engineer or building management system for the LEED in brief?
There are one chapter we call energy and atmosphere.
Okay.
So let's speak about the direct work that you'll do. Your work will be in that part, energy and atmosphere and the integration of system. All right? This is the part that
Okay.
you will do. So either you are lead or not lead, you should do this part. Suppose your project is lead, so you cannot do it in the best way, right?
Okay.
So this is the direct benefit, that you will do your job better. But the indirect or the coming later, that if you become lead green associate, lead AP, maybe you become sustainability engineer. Maybe you become sustainability manager. And we know the salaries on this branch is very high. So either changing your career or stay in your career, it will give you a job security. You will do your job better. You will have job security, because now I believe when we select engineer, both BMS, for example, I say, let's take the one who have lead. I will not say, let's take the one who have PMP or something. No, I need lead. I need him to integrate system. Lead all full of integration. We have chapter 3, name, integrative process and system thinking. Let me show to you my courses or dashboard because I have the course here. I will show you just to imagine here. What is the course? What is this name? هعمل تسجيل الدخول لو انا خلاص اشتركت. Integrative process and system thinking. So all about systems integration, building management system, information management, and so on. Is it clear?
Okay, yes, now it is clear. It's
Yeah.
more clear.
So you need to know environmental concept and merge it with how to manage these concepts, how to implement it in a building into system, because we deal with the building as a system. Here, what we explain here in integrative process, buildings are systems, include mechanical, electrical, active and passive, or we say static and dynamic, something like that. And we explain all these concepts. You need to take these concepts and add your expertise from what you learn as engineer, BMS engineer, and apply this concept. Lead will not tell you how to apply the concept, but will give you the guides. Okay, and this is what every engineer really don't imagine this. This is the issue. LEED is giving you how is a way of thinking and the applications and give you best practices. It's like project management. When you apply theory of project management, they will not tell you how to manage your project, but they will give you guidelines, right? The same for LEED.
Yes.
How to manage sustainable projects, integrating the systems, but it's include more science about environment, social, economy, and so on. Any questions more? Well, thank you, and we'll meet next week in Arabic. Thank you very much, and I hope this meeting was useful to you, and see you soon.
Thank you.